and great blending. And people are just in a loneliness looks for clients, so they're not slaves to this lawn chair. She will present for 6 minutes, followed by 20 minutes of Q&A. So please be ready with your questions for in person and online on Zoom. Welcome, Amelia.
So I'm having some imposter syndrome going on right now. I really feel like, hey, I'm just a hairdresser. What am I doing up here presenting to all of you people? What kind of businesses do we have in the room here? Let me just, if you don't mind me just going through and seeing what kind of businesses we've got. Anyone?
Local SEO agency.
Okay. My ladies, I love women owned. What do you guys do?
A law firm.
Okay, that's sexy. Yeah, I love that. How about you with the curls?
I don't own it, but communication coaching firm,
Okay,
team building.
all right. How about you ladies?
I work for Wilmington magazine.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, awesome. And you?
I'm a professor at UNCW.
Oh, awesome.
Mhm.
I love that. So I had sort of a convoluted path to owning my own business. First, I went to college like I was supposed to, and I got my degree in communications from Campbell University. And then I graduated and I realized I hated what I was doing. I did not want to work that 9 to 5, but I never thought I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I don't even know what that word means. So I went to my mom and I said, Mom, I hate what I do. I want to die on the way to work every day. That's not healthy. And I said, I think I'm going to go to beauty school. My father was a hairdresser. He was a hairdresser in New York City between the 50s and the 70s. He worked in the theater district. So he had access to a lot of different actresses and he did all kinds of stuff like that. I don't know if he truly loved his job, but I decided, I was like, that's what I'm going to do. So I went to beauty school. And I discovered that I absolutely loved it. I fell in love. However, when I left beauty school, I was not prepared for what was out there for me. I thought I'd be able to get a job at a salon, get paid weekly, bi-weekly, whatever, get some benefits. That doesn't exist in this industry at all. Most salons are booth rental. So that means that I started with no clientele, minimal education at best. And I had to figure out how to own my own business. So I literally fell face first into being an entrepreneur. Never even realized that that was what I wanted to do, or even realized that that's what I can do. So I have spent the last 25 years trying to figure it out. Now, COVID made a huge difference in this industry. It made us actually probably more important to people. They realized, wow, we can't cut our own bangs. But it also created a need that we didn't realize was there, which was a lot of online opportunities, online shopping. So now I have created an online store through my website that I am trying to drive customers to, so I don't have to keep as much retail on the shelves. So it's less money out of pocket for me. However, I am having a challenge with that one thing. People still want to grab that shampoo and walk out the door with it. The other thing that COVID also did was it made us able to do a lot of online consultations. So we can reach out to clientele that we didn't even realize we had. We can do virtual consultations. We can do virtual teaching them how to style their own hair. I mean, all of this. And here we are, hairdressers, and we don't know what the hell we're doing. We really don't. Because when we come out of school, we barely know how to cut hair. We barely understand the business side of the industry. And I would love to see a change in that in our education system as far as like for hairdressers. It's like I said, it's very basic. We're still learning how to do pin curls and roller sets. And that is very, yeah, that's dated and way behind the times. Another thing that you probably don't understand about the salon industry that I'm trying to change in my salon is it is probably one of the most segregated industries out there. There's black salons, there's white salons. Black women will not go into a white salon because they know no one can touch their hair in there. It will get messed up. And a white woman goes into a black salon, her hair might get melted off. So my salon is actually very multicultural. We have a Hispanic girl, she's bilingual, a black girl, myself, I'm Hispanic and Italian, and a Native American who does nails. So we can literally do any type of hair that walks through that door. And that is something that I am trying to see change in this industry as well. There is a lady by the name of Kaya Neal, and she has created something called texture versus race. And the whole idea behind it is that hair is a fabric. It's not ethnic, it's not white, it's not black, it's not Native American, it is what it is. And so as a hairdresser, you should be able to touch and experience every type of fabric. But I'm not seeing that in the industry. It still has a long way to go. So my vision for my salon is that it stays completely multicultural, that anybody with any hair type can walk through that door and get the service that they need, want, and deserve with respect. So with that being said, I know it's not 6 minutes, but do you guys have any questions so far about anything? Yes.
You said that one of the issues is the way it's basically like booth rental and chair rental. So my wife has been a hairdresser for 11 years, so I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Does that mean in your salon you do it different?
No, not now. However, I'm considering on expanding. And when I expand, I would like to do it differently. I would like to consider a commission base. And commission-based salons are starting to change. So it used to be a very like a 50-50 split. So there is a group, and there's a lot of actually resources since COVID for hairdressers for setting up systems in their business and coaching and creating more confidence in the business side of the industry. We've got the confidence with the hair, we can handle that, but it's all the other hats that we have to wear. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time, really. And I don't know if you guys feel that way in your business, but it's really easy to open a salon. Like literally, you just find a spot, throw some chairs in it, you get your license, and boom, you have a business. And that's really freaking scary. Because most of these people, like myself, are still trying to figure it out. So having a resource like this is fantastic, especially for people like me who, you know, I'm just a hairdresser. I don't even consider myself a business owner. I consider myself a collaborative group that happens to work in the same building. So I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent. I don't know. But to your point, commission salons in this town, I have not seen very successful ones, because what they're trying to do is they're still trying to control the creative.
So hers was commission. So
Yeah.
we just moved here, but she was in Houston for 10 years.
Yeah,
So it was 50-50 split.
yeah,
And then she got health insurance.
that's fantastic. Yeah, so that you won't find here unless you work for a corporate salon. Like when I worked for Ulta, I managed Ulta Salon here in Mayfair for about 5 years. And that was great. We got paid vacation. We got health insurance. If we hit a certain level of sales, which is punishing to the stylist who's just starting out and really needs that. As a small business owner, I don't even know how that whole healthcare thing works. So again, when I opened my salon, I did it like everybody else. I just found a box and threw some chairs in it because I needed more space. So now as I'm moving forward with natural beauty, now I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I make this work? How do I create a supportive, inclusive business where I can offer the things that I believe that we deserve as hairdressers, retirement, health insurance, things like that. So yeah, around here, you won't find that. Most salons are either a commission booth rental split where, just starting out, people will do commission until they get to a certain point and then it's booth rental. And that's because it's easy for the business owner. I mean, I gotta be honest, having this business, it's not a lot of work for me as far as like the business aspect because I'm booth rental. So they just pay me and that goes straight to the landlord. So I don't have to think too much. However, if I decide to expand, then I will expand into something more like a commission salon.
So
Yes.
most of your income then come from booth rentals?
No, I actually don't even get income from that. To me, that just goes straight to, I'm like a pass through for the landlord.
Gotcha. So then how do you make money?
By working behind the chair. So I am still a technician in my business. I am not the CEO. And that is what you will find with a lot of salon owners is we work behind the chair like dogs, like the rest of them. And then we still have to put on all the other hats. So it's, again, figuring out what the hell we're doing.
I would say the way to do it is the commission model, because then you're getting, let's say,
Oh, that's
50%
totally the way to do it.
on all the.
That's
custom
exactly the way to do it. And when I was part owner of a spa and salon here in town, that's what we did. And then I realized that managing people was like herding cats. So I really, I had to take a step back. I was like, this is killing me. My blood pressure's, gonna. Yeah, my doctor was like, I don't know how you're still walking. So I stepped back. I personally stepped back from that business, but it was a full commission. However, even the way that my business partner had it set up, she still was not pulling in the money that she should have pulled in. So again, there's this gap in what works for commission, what's fair, what you can rightfully charge, what the market will bear. I mean, it's all these things that, again, we're not taught. I mean, I don't know, are you taught how to run a commission salon in business school? I don't know. Any questions?
Sorry.
Yeah, go.